Hey guys, how's it going? OSCO here, back with another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make wavetables in Serum, but using operator. And there's a couple different ways that I like to make wavetables for Serum. Now, the reason I make wavetables using operator rather than making wavetables in Serum is because you can get more complex FM movements within operator than you can with Serum, and I'm sure you've all seen this this sort of tutorial before, but this one is going to go over a couple of different ways to process wavetables to make them sound really smooth. So I've got a sound here. If I take off the EQ. So it's quite a harsh, quite an aggressive sound. There's lots of high-end movement in there. Normally when I'm making a wavetable, I'll make it a bar long at the desired tempo that I'm working at. So this is just one bar, F0. It's important that the note's on F0, and I'll go into why later on for my second method of making it. But basically, what I've done here is created a basic operator patch. It's just my first operator is just a sine wave. Second operator is increase the course by 2, and then it's just a few harmonics. Same with the second one, but extra harmonic. The fourth one is a rhythmic FM like thing. So I've set the loop mode to sync, and then added some rhythm to it with a short envelope. And basically, without the automation, that sounds like this. So you can hear that like rhythmic thing going on the top end. Now what I've done is just over this bar is created some automation on like the time knob, the filter, put a bandpass in there, and sorry, not a bandpass, a notch, and just move some of the things around. So over the course of the patch, there's a lot of modulation going on, and I've increased the spread as well, which makes it quite wide. But it's not really important like what you're putting in, because you're going to be making the patch within Serum at the end of the day. So you just want to create some harmonic content. Now I've created a bar, and I bounced it out into a separate audio track like this, and exported it and brought it here. So that's that, but bounced out. Now what I recommend doing is making a wavetables folder for you to export all your sounds to, because that way you can save them, label them the way you want, and it's just a neater way to work. Then you can open up Serum. So here's a default Serum patch, and I'm going to drag that into here. Now it gives you a few options. What I like to do, because I know the pitch that I've played it at, is import normal dynamic pitch follow. So that way, that's actually quite low resolution. We'll try something else. Don't like the resolution of that. Okay, you know what? We're going to go into dynamic pitch follow, and then we're going to go into the editor. We're going to go to where it's zeroed out, and select all the way to the end using Shift, and then add remove, where is it? Remove multi-selection. So now we've just got this. Now you can take this selection, highlight it all, and morph crossfade. So this will give you a higher resolution. Still not the highest resolution, but we can go into that. So we can process, remove the DC offset, and then we can X-fade edges, grid size. I mean, not X-fade, regular fade. And what this will do is make it sound clean on the transition. So now we've got a relatively clean sounding wavetable. and you can play about with some of the other settings. So if you want like a squarey sort of sound, you can sample redux, and this will basically just add some more high end. It lowers the resolution of each individual frame. So you can see this is all like sort of squared off here. So it just gives it that like high end bringing. And that's one way of doing things. Now that's how I'd do it if I didn't have this plugin called Phase Plant. So I'm going to go into how I do it with that, and why I recommend getting this synth for making Serum wavetables. So basically, I do the exact same as what I've done here. So I've made the patched operator. You know, I've bounced it out. You've got my thing here. So I'm going to go into Phase Plant now and start off fresh. I'm going to make a group and throw in a wavetable. Now I'm going to go into the editor here, and I'm going to go to File, Create from Sample, go to my bounced out audio file, select that. Now I know the root pitch is F1. It's automatically detected that, but what I can do is just go F0. Cool. So now that's selected that, let's give it a listen. Great, that sounds really good. Now, what we can do in here is normalize. Wait, hang on. I want to select all of it. So go from here and select it all. Normalize. So it gives us a bit of headroom, because before it was quite loud. And we can do save, and we'll save this to a new folder that's within this here. So I've got PP for Phase Plant Wavetables. We're going to save this as operator FM table F0. So cool, we've got that in Phase Plant now. That's been exported. That's going to be in here now. And listen to that. So the reason I like to drag it into Phase Plant before going into Serum is because it takes the entire sample and stretches it out in a way that Serum doesn't do. It saves all this resolution, and you'll see when I drag it into Serum now, and we'll compare it to the other one. It's just a much smoother wavetable that sounds a lot neater. It sounds super professional straight out the bat. So drag Serum in here. Cool. So let me get up the other version and we'll compare the wavetables. So the trick with this is to go into here and enter in the formula 2048. So what this does is it detects that the note, it'll split all the samples it'll split the wavetable over the course of 248 samples, and I think that's what the resolution that Phase Plant is exporting at. And what we can do here is take the operator FM table 0 and drag that in. Right, okay. I've done this wrong. Bollocks. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. So where I went wrong was, Serum doesn't like FLAC, it only reads WAV. So I should have saved that as that. So we'll save that. That's in there, the WAV file. I'll delete the FLAC one. Cool. Go back into Serum and just edit the preset. 2048 and drag this in. Now, we listen back to this one. It kind of gets all messed up towards the end. Whereas this one, if I play this down, so if we create a patch in here using an LFO on this, it sounds muddy, like there's just a lot more resolution in this one from the sounds of it, and that's how I like to create wavetables in Serum, is by making it an operator, dragging it into phase plants so that it stretches it out like this. And then once it's all stretched out, then drag that into Serum, and then I can start playing about with it, because it just saves, especially in the high end, it just saves all this like this extra detail that's, you know, just dragging it straight into Serum doesn't achieve. I've tried all the different like algorithms and stuff, and none of it really quite gets it. Like, that's not bad. Let's try edit this. So process, normalize each gain separately, morph, crossfade, process, fade edges. Yeah, again, it's just like chopped off all this high-end information, and what, like, you know, the whole reason we made this FM patch was to create, it was to like have harmonics and like have clean harmonics that we can use to like frequency modulate with another filter, so, or another oscillator, so we can go into here and, you know, choose FM from B, the standard. If we do that with this one, take this down actually as well. And it depends, like, you know, the difference is minor. It's not worth like going out and getting a crazy expensive synth for it, but if you've got the two synths and you can save resolution, it is an extra step, but it makes it, you know, that much easier to do. But, you know, your sounds are going to sound that much cleaner when you throw effects on them, like all the reverb and stuff in the high end. Like it's not going to sound so low resolution, I guess. So it's something to think about. Wherever you can clean up your sounds, try it. And if you've got the two synths, try this out. If you don't, you can use this, you know, the method that I've used. Like if you know the pitch that it's dragged in at, you can just import constant frame size, pitch average, and that'll get you the it'll get you a result, and then you can play about with the processing in here and try out different things to get a smooth wavetable result. But yeah, that's the video, guys. I just want to point out something as well. I'm just gonna head in here. I want to give a shout out to the Patreons. So we've got Dakota, Daniel Chandler, Josh Clarkson, Justin Grosseland, and Tyler. Like, big shout out to you guys. You're helping me out more than you realise. And yeah, like the benefits that these guys are getting, they're getting an extra live stream a week, they're getting extra videos, 2 videos a week, and if you get the £30 bundle, then you'll get private lessons from me and samples from me as well. So if you can't, you know, if you're struggling to get results like this, or you want wavetables for serum and stuff, like if you get the top tier subscription, then I'll be sending you whatever you want, like little packs created just for you, and you'll get that every month, and an hour with me a month of whatever you want. I'll go over mixing with you, mastering with you, sound design with you, you know, how to approach labels, how to get your foot in the door in the industry, how to talk to people online. Like, I can talk to you about anything. So yeah, feel free to go check that out and consider becoming a patron, because there's crazy benefits in there, and the price is really fair. So yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment for a future video suggestion, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Peace.